Before we start any trip, we usually go out and find a quiet little area. By quiet, I mean calm. Generally in the morning, the mullet will stack up in these areas and we just throw a cast net to catch the daily bait that we'll be using. Today we'll be going offshore for snapper. We'll make a 23-mile journey along the north seashore to a small rock reef to catch some snapper. And before we do so, we always stop over at Blues just to get some fuel, pick up on the last minute of supplies and snacks, as well as maybe get a hot coffee before we venture out. So stay tuned, folks. In this episode, we'll be fishing offshore for some snapper. Thank you. bottom fishing for snapper right now. So far I've caught about 7 or 8 snapper, but they're all pretty much all undersized. We got one in a tank. It's over 15 inches, but we're gonna see if something else bites here. Of course, I got the balloon out with a big mullet on it to see if there's any sharks kicking around this reef, but just a little bit offshore. It was a 21-mile jaunt over to this reef and see what we got. Lots of rockfish though. Lots and lots of rockfish. Give you an update in a bit. Well, that's a face only a mother could love. Alright, Tiffany got another snapper. We're doing alright, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're battling the elements though, so it's good. You wanna hold it out so I get a picture? Yeah, just like that.
I can't. That's too slippery.
Alright, let's go. Just double banger 2 snappers on one line.
I got the last one.
Hooked on. Nice one. Oh yeah.
Whoever's gonna make it.
See. Nice. Doubling up on the snappers. On our first day offshore, we caught a lot of rockfish, moongazers or cod, caught a lot of triggerfish, definitely a lot of snapper, a lot of undersized snapper. Also caught our limit of snapper, 4 per person in state waters, over 15 inches each fish. We caught our limit within an hour, and then we headed back into Port Mansfield, obviously making a quick stop back at Blues for an adult refreshment, as well as to do a nice tour of the marina. So stay tuned, folks. So we made it back to the dock slip, and Port Mansfield does offer a lot with regards to its fishing, its amenities, as well as, just the beautiful atmosphere, palm trees and such. So day 2, here we go. Day 2 snapper fishing. Got us a snapper. This time we're a little further out, and we're at the South Bay / Port Mansfield jetty, or rock reef here in the center. So see what happens. 67 feet. You can see them stacked on the bottom. Got another little triggerfish. He looks cool. Little triggerfish. Snip. Snap. 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 At the end of our second day offshore fishing, we got a mangrove snapper. We got a full limit of red snapper, as well as we got a lot of triggerfish while we were fishing at the reef outside of Port Mansfield. We also went into the bay to catch one extra fish, which was an oversized redfish here, as you can see in the video. The wind was pretty atrocious. It kind of got us off the bay early for the evening. As you can see in the video, it was pretty windy. Fish were biting, but it was mostly catfish. So we do like to use that phrase. Been catfished. We got catfished for the evening. Decided to pull the plug and head in for an early evening. So our trip there at Port Mansfield was great. Special thanks to those that helped us along. Special thanks to Sunset House Motel, as well as to those guides that help us to get to some fishing spots. Thank you for joining us.